Hello and welcome to Nikolai's genetics lessons. This video is going to be about population genetics, and as usual I recommend you to stop video here, read the questions, answers, choose the correct answers, and when you would be ready you can run video again and you can compare your answers with my answers and explanations. And here is the first question: which of the following represents the proportion of individuals within a population displaying a dominant phenotype? And if you're still confused which answer to choose, here is my explanation. Imagine that we have only two alleles. One is dominant allele, another is recessive. So, according to Hardy-Weinberg formula, we use P for the dominant allele and Q for the recessive allele. So, this can be, for example, capital A, and this would be small a allele. So, all these alleles combined would equal to 1. So, all our calculations according to Hardy-Weinberg formula is made on the scale between 0 and 1. And if we need an answer in percentage form, we have to multiply our answer by 100. And so we can convert to the scale between 0 and 100%. So according to Hardy-Weinberg formula, and here is the formula, frequency of 3 genotypes that can be made by 2 alleles would equal to p squared plus 2pq plus q squared. And all this would equal to 1. And as you remember, 1 would equal to 100%. So here we have 3 genotypes. This one, p squared, stands for the homozygous dominant genotype, 2pq stands for the heterozygous genotype, and q squared stands for the homozygous recessive genotype. So now let's return to our question, and our question would be which of the following represents the proportion of individuals within a population displaying dominant phenotype. So I want to underline that we are looking here for the dominant phenotype. And as you see, according to this formula, these two genotypes, capital A homozygous dominant and capital A small a, would make dominant phenotype. And Q squared stands here for the homozygous recessive genotype and phenotype. So we have here two phenotypes. This would be recessive phenotype, and these two would stand for the dominant phenotype. So the correct answer here would be, as you see, answer C. Next question. Assume that the frequencies of the PKU, a recessive genetic disorder, in your state is 1 out of 2,500. What is the frequency of the PKU allele in your population? Once again, we can easily solve this problem using Hardy-Weinberg formula. So we are told that frequency of this disease is 1 in 2,500 people. What does it mean? That 1 person out of 2,500 belongs to this genotype, that is small a, small a. If this person would belong to the genotype that is capital A, he would be phenotypically and genotypically normal. If his genotype would be capital A and small a, he would be carrier but still would be phenotypically normal. So we are not interested in these two genotypes here. We have to find frequency of this genotype, that is small a, small a. So we have to divide 1 by 2,500, and we are going to find an answer in decimal form for the frequency of this genotype. So now we have it as a fraction form, and if we divide 1 by 2,500, we are going to get answer 0.0004. But this is not the answer A. Actually, this number is the frequency of the homozygous recessive genotype. So in our formula we can find it here. So if we put the frequency here, this is going to be 0.0004. And now we asked what is the frequency of the PKU allele in this population, and number 0.0004 is a frequency not of the allele, but frequency of this genetic disorder in homozygous form in population. So in order to find frequency of this allele, we just need to take square root from this number. So if Q squared equal to this number, so that means that Q would equal to 0.0004. We have to take square root, so this would be Q squared, and Q would equal to 0.02. And as you see, we have such an answer. This is answer C, and this would be frequency of the recessive allele A in this population. So we can put this frequency here, 0.02, and of course we can say that frequency of the dominant allele A would be 0.98. Or if we need an answer in percentage form, as you remember, we have to multiply this number by 100, and we can say that occurrence of this dominant allele in this gene pool would be 98%, and if we multiply this number by 100, we can say that occurrence of the recessive allele would equal to 2%. But because our answer is given in on the scale between 0 and 1, so this is going to be our answer. But also you have to remember that answers here can be given in percentage form. So instead of 0.02, you may have here an answer as 2%, and this is also going to be correct answer. So you have to know it. And this is all for today. Thank you for your attention. Please subscribe for my new videos that I post almost every day. Thumbs up if you like this video. Please write your comments, questions if you have any, and see you in the next video. Goodbye.